Alright, so this one is going to be very interesting. Hi guys, it's Debbie here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an Alice Cooper inspired look requested by one of you guys. So I haven't done anything like this before, so let's jump straight into it. First off, I'm using the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hour foundation and we're going to put this all over my face and get a nice base happening. This is going to be very interesting, guys. I am unsure on how this one's going to turn out because I have not transformed myself into a masculine figure before. It's going to be very interesting. And I've also just primed my face just before I started this tutorial because I wanted it to just dry a little bit. I'm just trying some new techniques. So I'll probably put it on like a minute or two before I started this video just to see if that would help with my makeup, and it seems to actually hold on to my makeup a lot better, and I put on a lot more than usual as well, focusing on those areas where I've got like oils coming from or pores are open more. Right, that's looking alright. Don't mind my hair. It's just freshly washed and it's just, yeah, it's just I'm not having it today. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm gonna need too many things, but we're gonna go straight in to doing the lines that are like here on his face. So I'm going to go in with a bronzer. This is just a BYS Island Bronze and Face and Body bronzer, and we're going to just go into this crease line here and start creating that look. I haven't watched any tutorials on how to do this, so I'm just going to do it myself with what I think would work. So I'm just using a nice fine little, I think it's an eyeshadow brush, and going into this right here like so, and getting this one because I want it very directive, and then we can blend it out a little bit. And I'm going to start creating that real big crease line that he has. So first off, I'm just doing it lightly so you can see that there's a little bit of a crease now happening. And this is just to give me some sort of a guidance on where I want things to be. And I'm just looking at a photo. If you're seeing me go this way, that's just me looking at a photo so I can get an idea of how Alice does like his makeup and what he looks like. Okay, so we're starting to get that bit of a crease thing happening. I'm not sure how creases work exactly. We might have to go with a darker shade on the outside to make it look a little bit more realistic. But that's one side for me done on that section. Okay, so we're going to go into the other side and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so I've got these crease lines starting to happen. I'm just going to blend them out a little bit on the edging so you can start to see that I've got a crease line happening. I think I might have gone a bit too curved with this one, so maybe I'll bring that in a little bit more. We've got a bit of a crease happening. Now he's also got a bit of a crease line on here as well, so we're going to go and do that creasing. Okay, so we've got now some crease form starting to shape on the face. I do see that he's got quite sharpened cheekbones and they're very hollow, so we're going to go in with a contour brush. I'm going to get my small contour brush by Sephora and we're going to go back in with that bronzer and we're going to really try and define this. So I'm going to squash the brush like so and really focus on an area. And it's a bit hollow as well, so I'm just going to curve it up a little bit. That's a nice straight line and then a little bit of a curve at the end because I can see that he's very like structured there. Now I'm just going to blend it out a little bit by just like patting on it because I don't want it to really spread any further than where it is. And his nose is quite, like he's got quite a big nostril holes and stuff, so we're going to, and I don't know if it's because he's like crunching his face like so, but I'm just going to do a bit of an extra contour around the nose area, the nose hole, just to really define that nostril, really give some shadowing on that nose. I'm going to try and give it a bit more of a depth. And then we're going in with that blending shadow brush again and just blending that out a little bit. Alright, so the next focus that I want to work on is the eye area, and I can see that he's got a lot of black shadows and stuff going on, so we're going to go in with some black shadow. So the darkest palette that I have is the Morphe 39L Hit the Lights Artistry palette, and we're going to go straight into this one here. So this is called Till Dawn. It's like a really matte black, and I think it will be perfect. I'm going to use an eyeshadow brush. This is the Precision Shadow Brush by Sephora, and we're going to go into that color. So as you can see, we've got the nice black into there, and we're going to start making this eye area. And I can see that also like there is no eyebrow, he goes over all that area, so we're going to do the same. And I can see that he also goes like underneath his eye region, so we're going to do that as well. I'm just outlining that under eye because that's where I want it to go. This is like the most black that I've ever used, guys. Imagine if I had to answer the door like this to the postie today. That would be hilarious. This look kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember, Hamburglar, like from McDonald's. This is what it reminds me of. Right, we're getting close to finishing that eye. So I did a rough like outline of what I think the other eye is, and then I'm going to go and like cross-reference it to the other one and try and get it as close as I can to similar. So now I'm just like doing those final touches, you know, trying to make it kind of even at this stage. This one's a bit more flat, so we're just going to try and round it out a little bit. So that is this now done. We are going to go and have a look. I can see that on his style he has these like line things going up and down, and as well as like down here, so we're going to go and recreate that look as well. Now it looks a little bit more wetter than the eyeshadow, so I'm just going to use an eyeliner. So this is just like a cheapo, it's the magnetic one, but this is the moistest eyeliner that I've got, so hopefully it will be able to smooth out easier. So I'm just starting off with a nice kind of as straight as I can line upwards, and then I'm going to turn it into a bit of a triangle. I'm just putting my finger on here to steady my hand a little bit. Okay, so that's one done. We're going to do the bottom as well. Okay, so that's one done. I don't know how they get it so perfect and even. So, I mean, it's straight this way, but when I'm looking face on it, kind of looks a bit wonky, but that's fine. That's one done. We're going to now do the same on the other side. Can I just say, doing it on the other side is really, really difficult. So the other side I've gone a bit higher, so I'm just going to try and drag this out to make it a bit more even. That took a lot longer than what I expected it to, but sometimes things work out great and sometimes they don't, and that was one that was really, really difficult, but we got there. Alright, so let's have a look. What else is my computer showing? My computer is showing some beady area here, so let's get some beady area happening. I think black will look too extreme, so I think I'm going to go in with, this is just a Natio palette, and the blackish shades and like the brownie shades aren't as intense as the Morphe palette, so this one doesn't have like what shades they are or anything like that, but we're going to go in with this, and I'm going to get like a little bit of a bristly brush. I'm going to go in what I would normally use to contour. So this is just a little contour brush or blush brush, BYS, and we're going to go in with, we're going to try that dark brown shade first and see how that goes, and if we need to, we're going to go in with that blackish color shade. So let's go in with that brownie one. So I'm just getting that and squashing it down so it just specifically targets that area, and we're going to try and recreate this beardish look in where he normally has his beard. So let's start off with the bottom. So I don't want this to be perfect in any means, forms or shape, but I do want it a bit blended. This brown is looking like it's a bit shadowy as a beard, so it's working great so far. I'm going to add a little bit of that darker, like that blackish shade into it. Just like kind of blot it in little sections and then spread it out, which will give it that defined darkness. Alright, we're going to do the same on the top lip area as well, where hair would grow if I was a man. Now I know what it would look like if I had a bit of a facial hair. Oh, and the other thing I noticed is that his lips are quite small, so I might have to even do this again a little bit over my lips. Okay, and then I'm going to go and do that bit of a dark one and kind of put that in that area as well. So now I'm going to go and add those little effects for facial hair. So I'm going to go and get angled liner brush, and we're going to go in with that darker shade, so this one here, like so, and we're going to start drawing some things. Even though that stubble doesn't really have like lines, I need to have something in here because it's just too much of the same. This is just going to give me that like three-dimensional look. I'm just like poking it all over my chin. So see how it's looking a little more rugged and stuff like that. You notice that his lips are quite small, so we're going to get a bit more foundation and we're going to recreate his lips. So I'm going to go like this on a beauty blender, and we're going to cover over my whole lips, and we're going to recreate a lip. Already looking better as I'm going. This color here is like a purpley color, just to give a bit of a shape or defined shape. We're going to get that angled liner brush again when I can find it. So we're going to go in with that angled liner brush into that shade, and we're going to just do a little bit of a lip line. We don't want it too obvious. Just going to make it a bit more straight, and then I'm just going to grab that same brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to go around the lip a little bit. just so it's a bit more blended in with that. We don't want it completely gone that we have a lip, but we don't want it as obvious as it was. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with that brush that I was using before to contour, so this pretty one here. We're going to go in to that bronzer that we had, and we're going to now shape out this a little bit more. And I'm going to draw some lines in my face here to age me. Just not drawing them perfect in any way, form or shape, just a bit swiggly, because at the moment my skin is looking at roughly my age. So we're just trying to age myself. I'm going to add some extra crow's feet lines along here. So I'm literally just going and just putting some like sun lines along there. And even in the forehead region, we're going to bring some lines in here. Now he's wearing a hat, so I can't see his forehead completely, but I'm just going off what I would do for those lines. And then I'm going to go and grab that blending shadow brush, and we're just going to blend these out a little bit. They're not so obvious. And then I'm going to get that black shadow, this one here, and we're going to just intensify these creases here. Now I'm going to go in with that shadow brush again to blend this out. So you can see that there's a more defined crease line there. So I think that this look is done. I'm going to take my hair out and try and recreate. Now I'm trying to look like a bit of a rock star, a male version. Okay, and then I'm going to do his facial expression. So here we go. Let's see if I've done enough to make this look genuine, okay? I'm missing his signature side pieces here. So let's add them in there. Okay, now I've got those pieces in. That's looking a little bit more better. Okay, now let's try and do this facial expression and see if this looks anything like Alice Cooper. So I'm just messing my hair up quite a bit. Now pretend that this is black hair, okay? Because I don't have a wig. I hope that this is a good enough look for you guys. Hi, my name is Alice Cooper. This is the photo that I went off. Yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This has been a very interesting one. Please keep the requests coming through. I hope that I have done you justice. I love you all. Bye.